Revised release of In-Game in Holland sparks substantial alterations and controversy. The Dutch journalist Rick Evers, renowned for initially exposing the identities of the alleged royal racists, recently brought attention to the extensively revised version of Omid Scobie's book, In-Game, specifically tailored for the Dutch audience. Evers took to social media to highlight numerous modifications made in the latest release, drawing comparisons between the original edition, previously withdrawn from Dutch shelves, and the updated version. Key alterations in the reissued In-Game involve the deliberate omission of the two family members purportedly expressing concerns about the skin tone of Prince Archie. This crucial detail, initially disclosed in the book, has been removed from the revised text. Additionally, the language has been sanitized, adopting a more respectful tone towards the royal family and toning down accusatory remarks aimed at Prince William. Scobie, previously denying the revelation of names in the book, has resurfaced following the controversy surrounding In-Game. Recently photographed leaving Chateau Marmont in West Hollywood, he appeared in casual attire, sparking discussions about the ongoing repercussions of his book's contentious claims. Initially attributing the printing discrepancies to the publisher, Scobie later acknowledged that an early and unverified version of his manuscript had been shared with the Dutch publisher for translation, with the understanding that it would be updated to align with the final approved version. However, the publisher contested this assertion, dismissing Scobie's account as factually inaccurate. Evers, through a series of tweets, meticulously detailed the multitude of alterations found in the Dutch translation of In-Game. Notably, mentions of King Charles II, previously implicated in questioning the color of Harry and Meghan's son Archie, have been expunged, citing strict British laws preventing the divulgence of names. Furthermore, adjustments in attributing sources from I to references to ABC News and additional sourcing in the book have been noted by Evers. Descriptions of interactions, such as an incident involving Scobie and Prince William, have been rephrased, emphasizing a moving car that almost collided rather than explicitly implicating the individuals. The revised edition has been subject to changes in addressing sensitive topics, including race and the historical context of slavery. Even the titles used for certain royal figures have been modified, with Camilla now referred to as Queen Consort instead of the Queen, and Catherine being changed to Kate. Evers claims that these alterations seem to have emanated from sources associated with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, insinuating their involvement in revising the content to their favor. However, the Dutch publisher refuted Scobie's accusations, asserting a lack of responsibility for the naming of the two royals. A translator involved in the process confirmed that the names of the two royals were already present in the text provided for translation, contradicting Scobie's initial denial. Finally, in a column for News, Scobie admitted that the names were indeed present in an early draft, attributed to the fast-paced writing process. He clarified that extensive legal scrutiny was applied to the final version in collaboration with legal experts. Nevertheless, Scobie's attempt to shift accountability to the Dutch publishing house has been met with skepticism, as the director of the publishing house, Anke Roland, questioned the veracity of his statement. This incident surrounding the revised release of In-Game in Holland has continued to fuel debates regarding journalistic integrity, transparency in publishing practices, and the complex dynamics between the media, authors, and the subjects they cover. The Dutch version of a book had to be withdrawn from bookstores in Holland, replaced by an amended version released on a Friday. The reason behind this retraction was due to the identification of Charles and Kate as the alleged members of the royal family who queried the potential skin color of Prince Archie. Mr. Scobie, the author, clarified that he directly collaborated only with the US and UK publisher, ensuring legal compliance for nearly 2 months with British barristers and in-house legal advisors to safeguard every aspect of the final book. However, unknown to Mr. Scobie at the time, preliminary and unapproved text had been given to the Dutch publisher for the translation process. This text was anticipated to be updated to mirror the final sanctioned version of the book that Mr. Scobie had officially submitted. Notably, the names of King Charles and the Princess of Wales surfaced solely in the Dutch edition. Mr. Scobie vehemently asserted that this wasn't a ploy for publicity to drive book sales, even pledging his life and that of his families to support this claim. Curiously, neither Meghan nor Harry had defended the royals against the serious accusations of racism. In a newspaper column titled "Endgame Backlash Shows How Unwilling We Are to Confront Racism," Mr. Scobie urged King Charles to utilize his reign to address the royal family's connections to slavery. He criticized the avoidance of meaningful discussions about the royal institution's historical ties to slavery and its failure to protect its only family member of color, emphasizing the disregard for these critical issues. Despite controversy, Scobie's contentious book garnered around 6,500 copies in Britain, significantly fewer than the sales of his previous works and Harry's autobiography. It received harsh criticism even from typically sympathetic media outlets, likening certain sections to biased press releases. The Dutch edition drew the most attention, especially for revealing the individuals accused by Meghan of displaying unconscious bias. The book claimed that Meghan had named King Charles and daughter-in-law Kate in letters addressing this issue. However, this controversy didn't bolster its success, with British sales figures for the initial 5 days amounting to 6,448, a stark contrast to the sales of prior related publications. Following its release, the book's ranking plummeted on bestseller lists. It currently stands behind diverse publications such as children's books and entertainment titles. Despite the uproar, neither Harry nor Meghan publicly addressed the racial allegations, with a source close to Meghan denying any involvement in leaking information to Mr. Scobie. The book's repercussions extend to Meghan's Hollywood ventures. Despite signing with a high-profile agency, experts fear that the backlash from Mr. Scobie's book might jeopardize her career prospects. Her representatives are concerned that the allegations could stain her reputation and impact the agency's image. The silence from the Sussexes' post-book release has contributed to speculation and perceptions of guilt by association. Industry experts opine that Meghan's post-book relaunch isn't progressing as intended. Observations suggest potential damage to her reputation, making her too hot to handle for the industry. The publisher, according to reports, is alarmed by the potential harm the book might have inflicted on the Sussexes' rebranding efforts. The agency representing Meghan remains embroiled in exasperation over the ongoing scandals surrounding the couple. This situation continues to unfold, leaving uncertainties about the impact on both the book's reception and Meghan's career trajectory, echoing through media outlets and industry analysis, while repercussions reverberate across royal and entertainment circles. Dear friend, if you like everything new about the royal family and don't want to miss all the novelties, subscribe to our channel and like it. By doing so, you take part in our development. We work for you.